mutual respect that it's not going to get. Why are you rolling your eyes?
Because both of you guys are fake, that's why.
You said, I saw a sign of... Shut up!
We are back to be Housewives of New York, RHONY Part 2, and it was definitely Ubah's show. Jesell is putting the girls on notice. She is asking them, why are you talking about my husband is probably cheating? Why are you doing X, Y, and Z?
You implied it.
No, I didn't.
I'm not saying you, I'm saying I implied it.
Okay, this is the first.
Honestly, I'm proud of Jesell for standing up for herself, because at the end of the day, those girls went too far. I am amazed on how Sai and Erin refuse to take accountabilities. Sometimes they try to apologize, but it's like, it's obvious they don't mean their apology.
Look, I'm really sorry. It just was not right. I shouldn't have even. I was poking fun. It wasn't funny.
They were really proud of themselves when they were making all those insinuations during the show, and now they're talking about, oh well, now that we watched the show, we know, we understand better. Listen, y'all were talking shit all this time. You should have stand on it, especially you, Sai, talking about you like people that are honest and talk their shit. That was your time to say, I thought that's what it was, right? But the court of public opinion you're so afraid of is forcing you to make that apology you know for a fact you don't mean. Whenever he was asked, you know, that if all the issues that she had, that Jesell had, sleeping with her husband was caused because of, you know, postpartum, and she explained that yes, the ladies are like, well, you didn't say that. The thing is that she did say that. When somebody tells you, I've gone through IVF 4 times, then gave birth to twins, obviously her hormones are going to be affected. Granted, you may not know about IVF, but you know what it is. Like, you've had children. All of those girls, beside Ubah, have had children. So you know that postpartum is a thing. You can't act like you don't know. She don't need to tell you this what it was for you to not maybe guess that it could be possible. Besides, you know, the producer always come up with the fact, and it showed, you know, that she did mention that things were different from her after having the kids. And now they're returning it and talk about, well, you should have let us know. No, she don't have to let you know. And that's one thing I've realized in real life. People feel like unless you overshare with them, they have no excuses to be nice to you. Like, you gotta overshare. You gotta say things you don't want to say. You gotta tell your entire life for people to actually feel bad for you and not insult you. No. You should know not to be a certain way without someone having to tell you too much that they want to tell you about their life. I was annoyed. They talk about Sai's situation with her mom. Hey, it was sad. I ain't gonna lie, it was sad. Her having to throw a mom away. I was like, child, like, I don't even want to make it a race thing, but let's just say that where we're from, you don't totally abandon your parents. I'm just saying. I don't know the ins and outs, but at some point, I think she said that her husband told her that it was time for their mom to go. And he's like, do you mean you just let her go? Or maybe there's more to the story, but I don't know. But yeah, it's sad. And I think that Sai is probably sad because she wasn't able to help her mom the way she wanted to help her. The demise, you know, everything that led to her death, you know. It's probably hard, so I'm not even going to judge, because that's definitely a situation that I've never been in and I never want to be in, but I understand it's very difficult. Then from there, it was really all about Ubah. Ubah didn't play with none of them girls. None of them. She definitely could not see it for her brain.
I don't know why I couldn't find my iPhone, because I don't have a... I don't know about you, but no, I do want to go.
I'm the only one here that's
No.
That made me laugh so much. Here is the problem with Brynn. Brynn loves to tell people how to act. She loves to do that. And sometimes it's welcomed and sometimes it's not. And I think that because she likes to patronize so much, Ubah don't like that. And that's why Ubah was like, you need to stop.
Don't interfere with my conversation. You said, I saw a sign of... Shut up!
Do I think that Ubah sometimes is, you know, doing a little bit too much? I think listen, yes, I think she does. Like, she's excited, you know, I understand because I'm very similar, but I also understand that, you know, sometimes you can be assertive without appearing like you're ready to like curse someone's throat. Do I think that Ubah will curse someone's throat if she's pushed? But I don't think that that was one of those instances. But a mannerism sometimes can make her look scary to other girls. I ain't gonna lie. None of those other girls act like that outside of Sai. And I think Sai is worse because sometimes Sai is gonna scream and that girl is totally wrong. She's like 100% wrong and she's gonna scream. I felt that Ubah was trying to explain that Erin was gaslighting her. Even said it whenever that episode came out. If you go back and watch the episode, Ubah didn't say nothing. She got mad when Erin was like, don't talk about me and stuff like that. Erin is the one that got Ubah to kind of like explode. Do I think that the explosion was a lot? It was a lot. Do I think that it's possible that she kind of add a little bit more spice because she knew she's on camera? I think so. I think that maybe that plays that, you know, Ubah is trying to be a little bit more extra for the camera. I think that plays. Maybe she's really that way. Ubah telling Jenna why she wasn't happy with her and stuff like that. I think that at the end of the day, some of those people, they'd rather focus on the way you act rather than if you're right or wrong. I think that sometimes when your action seems to be a little bit more aggressive than other, it makes them feel like you're wrong and that the person that's crying is right, even though sometimes people cry, but they really are the one that are causing all the havoc. And I feel like that was the case in the situation between Erin and Ubah. I think that Erin started something that was more than her, and Ubah didn't let go and was a little, you know, strong. And Erin now started crying and Jenna just felt for those tears type of thing. That happens a lot. And it works. It still works till this day. Erin is doing the most. Like, I was so happy when Ubah, you know, told Erin and Brian how fake they both are.
Because both of you guys are fake, that's why.
What?
It's not a real friendship. For Erin, the way she talks about Brian, it makes me really...
The way I talk about...
Yeah, you're not saying the nicest things about her.
That made my day. That made my day. Like, both girls so fake. They have a toxic ass relationship, and it was time for someone to say it. Sai was totally enjoying Ubah being real with those girls because at the end of the day, she is being real. They're extremely unhealthy to each other. Extremely unhealthy to each other. You know what I mean? And it's not because they both agree to whatever they decide to agree on that they're right. They're both blind to their bad behaviors. And this is not going to end well for the both of them. And I'm glad that Ubah told them, no, that's BS. Y'all are not real good friends to each other and y'all need to stop. Period. No, I love Ubah for that. I ain't gonna lie. I think that Ubah definitely was the star of the reunion. We didn't see a lot of her during, you know, the episode, but she definitely made up for that with, you know, her, you know, letting people know this is what's been happening. This is what people say. Be real. Yeah, like I feel like if Ubah didn't intervene during the reunion, it would have been a kumbaya moment of with a little bit of sorries here and there. Like when things get really bad, you know, y'all are just like, yeah, sorry, okay, let's move on. No, the reunion is not supposed to be a kumbaya moment. The reunion is the time of a reckoning. You know what I mean? Like Jesell gave what she needed to give, but it wasn't enough. And I'm glad that Ubah got the girl straight. Wherever they wanted to lie, Ubah was like, I am playing with y'all. At the end of it though, she ended up crying because the biggest issue that she had with the ladies was that she felt like they didn't have her back, but she's had all of them back. And it's true. Ubah has been very, very fair when it comes to this season. She did not hesitate to tell people whenever they were wrong, whenever they did things that they shouldn't do. And Jesell, of course, accepted that she could have done more. I felt that Jesell and Ubah can really have a good friendship. And at the end of the day, Erin came, gave her a hug and stuff like that. But yeah, like Ubah, at the end of the day, Ubah is the realest out of all of them. She really is the realest. Sai be acting like she's the realest? Nah. Ubah is the realest. And is she extra? Sometimes she is, but you know what? I love her. I felt that she ain't gonna do nothing to this girl. Like, as soon as you like tap her a little bit, she calms down. I think that just don't push her. It was good. I mean, I would say that Reunion Part 2 was definitely better than Reunion Part 1, thanks to Ubah. But I must say though, I'm excited for, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills to be back, Married to Medicine, Potomac coming soon. Listen, I ain't gonna lie, I had a good time with the New York ladies, but it's time for me to talk about my favorite show. So for those of you that are new, hey, welcome. Those of you that have been here with me, supporting me, thank you all so much. And I will see y'all next week as I will be reviewing the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Bye-bye.